And aloha! Thank you for tuning in to episode number 11. My name is Christina Estrada, partner of Booyah Marketing, where we have deeper connections. Today, our returning honored guest is Marie Anne Rouse, a gratitude consultant, international best-selling author, artistic designer, a serial entrepreneur, and blends creativity with heart-driven business. With a rich life journey spanning Europe, the US, and over 30 years in Hawaii, Marianne brings a global perspective and a deep belief in the power of gratitude to transform lives. She's here to share about her exciting new launch, Cards and Coffee, a unique collection of beautiful design mailable art cards meant to spread encouragement and connection one card at a time. Marianne's mission is all about helping people release their inner badass, live with freedom, and create magnetic energy through gratitude. How are you, Marianne?
Oh, I am just fabulous. Thank you for that introduction. I'm like, whoa.
Woo, 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 woohoo! Yes, yes. So, what inspired you to create the Cards and Coffee collection?
Oh, maybe you're gonna laugh at this. I don't know, but my husband and I were out for a coffee date. Go figure. We go out on
Okay.
dates all the time, right? And
Yes.
we're checking out different places. And I started noticing, and this was not the first time that I noticed it, but the location we were at was displaying art from local artists, and that all the art was for sale. And that's how they decorated their space. So instead of
Wow.
having their own decorations up, they had local art up on the walls. And I used
Wow.
to sell my own art when I had my store down in Kailua Kona. I would
Yes.
sell my art as part of my, you know, of what I did. It was a consignment store, but I also had local artists that would bring their things that I would sell for them. And why not sell my own as well, right? So while we were out on our coffee date and it just clicked for me, I'm like, wait a minute. Why not relaunch Cards and Coffee and create an amazing collection of art that is also art with a purpose? And
Mm.
you know me as a gratitude consultant, I'm huge fan of the
Oh,
messages that we send to one another in a variety of formats and very big on having that come to mailboxes so that people don't open their mailbox and either have bills and advertisements
yeah.
or just empty, that they have
Mm.
something that can make them smile. So that was what inspired the relaunch of Cards and Coffee and this particular collection.
That is awesome. And the story behind the name Cards and Coffee?
I'm so glad you asked that. Okay, so Christina,
Yes.
you are one of the original members of the Cards and Coffee crew,
Yes.
where we would get together once a month for coffee, lattes, tea, hot cocoa, water, whatever you wanted to drink, right? But we got together as a team
Yes.
and we would focus on who is someone that needs a card shower, is what we'd call it.
Yes.
And whether it's one person that we hear about that could use some uplifting, we would all in that group go ahead and send cards to that person. And little by little, the word was spreading, and people would go, oh, when is the next time that your group is getting together? Because I have somebody that could use some uplifting.
Yes.
And sometimes it'd be not time for us to get together, but it would be like by text, hey, we have an urgent need.
Yes.
Somebody needs some uplifting right now. We're not getting together yet, but go ahead and do that right now, right?
Yes.
So that's the story behind the name. And oh, I don't know if you remember that there was one time where it was not just one name, but we had
Oh,
a slew.
we
We
yes,
had a slew
we
of
did.
names, and It was one of those times where even though it felt overwhelming at first, seeing all those names, we were able to bless
Mm,
folks that are in a independent living facility, but whose family member they're not around to spend time with them. They're there alone. And
mm,
so during the holiday times, as a group, we got to bless so many people in that elderly community and the impact that it created. I
mm.
heard about the ripple effect of it for weeks and weeks to come after. So that's where the
Beautiful.
inspiration and the story, cards and coffee, we are going to be relaunching those get-togethers. But in the meantime, we're starting with something as simple as having a collection of beautiful cards that people
Oh,
can get and use those to send words of encouragement, words of appreciation, words
mm.
simply to connect with one another, and to do that by mail.
I love it. Can you tell us about the meaning of the card designs in the collection?
Sure. Well, I've got three of them right here.
Oh, look at them. And wow, they're so beautiful, Marianne.
And so there's more back here. There's actually 36 different designs. And
Wow.
there's a design that is specifically to honor the original Cars and Coffee crew. So I encourage everybody to go check them out. But let's say, for example, this one.
Wow.
Okay. So the name of this one is Currents of Light. So if you take a look, you've got so many
Oh,
different darks and light, and everything is blending together, right? It's working together in a way,
yes.
but
Yes.
it captures the beautiful meeting of colors, motion, and emotion. And
I
if
love
you
it.
read more of the details, it reflects the natural rhythms of opposites, even when they work in harmony. The light and the dark, the calm, the different energies, it comes through and it still flows. And
Mm,
that's the beauty that can be found in places where elements connect. And see, there's so many different connections with darks and light, but there's
so
still a
beautiful.
flow. So this is one of them. This one is Radiant Rise.
Oh my
Radiant
gosh.
Rise. And I had somebody telling me already that this one is their favorite. So that's why I'm bringing this one out. But basically, Radiant Rise, it symbolizes strength, renewal, and forward momentum.
Mm,
Because this is also a reminder that in the darkest of nights, the light always returns. Bold,
wow.
beautiful, and full of promise. And then one
Beautiful.
last one that I'm going to share with you about, it's unfurling radiance. And so this one, the inspiration for this one is in Hawaii, all those tree ferns and the
Yes.
fronds that unfurl. So
Yes.
that's the inspiration behind this one when I was,
Oh.
when I was working on it. And so it's the essence of growth, renewal,
Mm.
and the vibrant energy that is found in nature. Because you can't be in Hawaii and not feel that energy. You
Oh,
can't be in nature. Even just going in my own backyard now that I live in a different state,
yes.
there is energy in
Yes.
that nature, in the trees,
Yes.
watching the squirrels run around, listening to the birds, the hawks,
Mm.
the geese flying overhead. So much energy in nature. And so this one, it symbolizes also new beginnings and the natural unfolding of life's beauty.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, they're all so beautiful and unique.
Thank you. And so, yeah, 36 different designs. I encourage everybody to go check them out.
Yeah, definitely. We'll put that on the bottom. But how does sending a card fit into building deeper connection in a busy digital world?
Yeah, so digital connecting, it's here to stay.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes.
And we need it because it does instant gratification. Let's say my husband is out at the grocery store and he's like, "Oh, did you need anything else?" He's not going to wait for something to come in the mail.
Yeah.
He needs to know right now,
Now.
right? But when you send something in the mail, when you send a card with the written word, it has a completely different impact. And it's an impact in the brain and the different hormones that actually get released into the body. And I know that we talked about that in our last episode, in our last interview.
Yes.
But I want you to think about when you write a note,
Hmm.
even if it's on a piece of paper, but I would say put it on a beautiful art card, right?
Of course.
Writing a note, let's say to a neighbor, we're going to use that example,
Okay.
neighbors you have not met yet, and you put something nice in that note. The example of something nice, I just did that this past week because I was noticing our neighbor's daughter going out to the mailbox. And
Hmm.
whenever the mailbox was empty, it's like the energy was just like
Oh.
so like low, and she's crossing back the street to go back home, right? Because the mailbox are all on just one side of the street, so she needs to cross, and there's not a lot of traffic here, so it's totally fine for a kid to just go doo, 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 doo. But when there's mail and she grabs that mail out of the box, no matter what it is, I don't know all the different things they get. I'm guessing bills and junk mail, right? She still like hops and skips back to the house like it's Christmas. And so here I was like, oh, let me send a little something for her. So I sent them a little letter on just a piece of paper, nothing
Yeah.
fancy, and I put a coloring page in there for her. So the little note said, by the way, this is for your daughter that I see going to the mailbox all the time. Well, I didn't see her grab the mail that day, but she obviously had received it because here's what happened. She's walking towards the mailbox. She's not as running or anything like that, like she normally does to check the mail, because she actually has an envelope in her hand.
Oh.
And she goes over to our mailbox and she puts it in, very kind of like very shy, kind of like, are they looking? And my husband was outside doing yard work. And
Uh-huh.
so she closes, she kind of like waves and goes away. Super cute.
So cute.
I went and checked and grabbed what she put in there. He thought maybe she just put it in the wrong box, but it had my name on it. And when
Oh.
I opened it, there was a note of thank you from the parents. And then she had colored that image and put it back in the envelope for me. And she added little hearts and different
Oh,
things all over it.
cute.
Super cute.
Super cute.
Later on in the day, like towards the end of the day, they had gone out and done some other things, and I saw their car pull in the driveway because I was working right by the window. I've got my walking pad right by the window, and I see them pull in, and she opens the car door and runs to the mailbox.
Oh.
And then there's nothing in there.
Oh no.
That's the thing, mail had already come and gone for the day, right? It doesn't come
Right.
with times a day, but it's like it had created magic for her out of that mailbox, right?
Oh yeah.
And so then later on, like 20, 30 minutes later, she came over to our house with her parents, and we had a most wonderful
Oh.
connection, and we got to meet our neighbors for the first time. So when you send things in the mail,
Mm-hmm.
there's magic that gets sparked, and you never know what is going to come out
Mm-hmm.
from that personal touch. I've had people call me in tears.
Oh.
I just got your card and I needed somebody to talk to.
Oh. Of course. That's blessing, Marianne. Wow.
It is. So that's the kind of stuff that doesn't happen through email, through texting, through
Yes.
messengers on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram and all the
Yes.
digital stuff.
Yes, I
Those are
agree.
great. They serve their purpose,
Yes.
but they don't build the heart-to-heart connection.
Mm. Yes, 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 yes. So, where can people check out that and get the cards?
Ooh. Well, I will be excited to share which coffee shops will be carrying the cards once that's available. In the
Okay.
meantime, we have a website, and I'm pretty sure you can put that in the comments or in the section about today's show.
Okay.
But basically, the website is payhip.com. So payhip.com backslash cards and coffee. Super
Sweet.
simple.
Super simple. Gosh, mahalo nui loa, Marianne, for your time. Any parting words that you would like to say to the viewers?
Ooh. Yes. Yes. Okay. I want you to remember that if it comes from the heart, it will set you apart. And for those business owners out there,
Mm,
a little appreciation will lead to big retention.
absolutely automatic. Well, mahalo. I will put Mary Ann's information down below in the description box. Please click the subscribe, notification, and thumbs up. It helps us build our content. Booyah Marketing, a hui ho. Until we meet again.